Yesterday for Mother's Day, I preached on Proverbs 31, and generally we look at Proverbs 31 verses 10 through 31, and we skip over verses 1 through 9, which is interesting. In Proverbs 31, this is written obviously from a king, King Lemuel, whom we believe is King Solomon, but the words and the teaching come from his mom, who may have been Bathsheba. And interesting here in Proverbs 31, verses 10 through 31, we see what a godly woman should be pursuing and really what a potential groom should be pursuing as his bride, or who his bride should be, looking for that character of a godly woman. But in verses 1 through 9, these are characteristics that a man should avoid, not only in looking for a particular spouse, but also to avoid in his life, and then something that he should pursue as well. Because all of us, in one sense or another, even if we don't have a specific leadership role in an organization, every man and every woman in that sense is a leader. And so Proverbs 31 verses 1 through 9, again, these are the words of King Lemuel, an oracle that his mother taught him. And notice here it says, "What are you doing, my son?" Question. "What are you doing, son of my womb? What are you doing, son of my vows?" Obviously, you can see she is distressed about something. And what is she distressed about? She says, "Do not give strength to women, your ways to those who destroy kings." And we know that was a major reason why King Solomon fell. It's because he went off the direction God wanted him to go, and he married foreign wives. He actually had close to 1,000 wives. And those wives, those foreign wives, led him astray, led him from worshiping the one true God. And for all of us, we need to be careful whom we marry. We need to be careful, as Paul wrote, to not be unequally yoked. I mean, I have seen the damage over the years of those who are believers and they marry unbelievers, and it is just disastrous for their family. But there's even the other part too. Sometimes a believer marries someone who professes to be a believer, but then they don't go to church. You see them not pursuing a relationship with God, and it leads them astray. And so something that we should pursue when we are looking for a particular spouse: are they genuinely a believer? And also, moving on here, it says in verse 4, "It is not for kings, O Lemuel, it is not for kings to drink wine, or for rulers to take strong drink, lest they drink and forget what has been decreed and pervert the rights of the afflicted. Give strong drink to the one who is perishing, and wine to those who are in bitter distress. Let them drink and forget their poverty, and remember their misery no more." And so she is not encouraging Lemuel to give alcohol to those who are going through difficult times. It's not encouraging us to do that. And what is being encouraged here is to not be intoxicated. Why? As we know, Paul also said, because that clouds our thinking, that clouds our judgment. We cannot pursue the things of God when we are intoxicated, when we have lives, when we're drinking too much wine, according to this passage. And wine back then, I mean, they didn't have all the medications we have today. That was more of a sedative in many respects to those who are actually going through maybe some physical ailments, and it would help them in relieving that pain. And so that may be a cause or a use for sedatives and so forth. We know many who are in hospice today who are on sedatives, and we try to relieve that pain and give them comfort care. But that is not the case for us. We ought to have our minds clear and thinking wisely. And not only that, these are things that we should not pursue, but there is one thing that we should pursue. He says this: open your mouth for the mute, for the rights of all who are destitute. Open your mouth, judge righteously, defend the rights of the poor and needy. Actually, in the book of James, James mentions that pure and undefiled religion is this. It is to help orphans and to help widows. And all throughout the Old Testament, it says that as well. That should be our pursuit. It's to help out those who cannot help themselves. And when our hearts are looking to those who are in need, to those who are going through unjust situations, to those who are just going through a difficult time, that's when our hearts open up more and more to the things of God. And when we do that, others see that as well, and it gives them an opportunity to emulate something in our lives. And that one thing, again, helping out those who are going through difficulty, that thing is an act of worship. We worship God by doing so. Well, thank you for joining me.